Well, good morning, guys. Big A coming to you live from the station camp Greenway. If you hadn't got up and got your butt out of bed, get up. It's time. Harvest moon is right in front of me. The sun's coming up behind me. This is going to be an unbelievable day and week. I can already tell. I've already got about a mile and a half in, got a little bit more to go. I wanted to come to you with a little fresh energy this morning because I got something that will change your life. 5 resources I'm going to share with you, I promise you, will change your life. Well, first of all, let me say to all those football fans out there, if UT had had one more quarter, we'd have kicked that Roll Tide's hiney, and I promise you, one more quarter is all we needed. But time snuck away, and we ended up taking the big L right on the forehead. Hey, I am telling you, this is going to be awesome today. There was nobody but one guy out here this morning to enjoy that beautiful moon that we've got, this harvest moon. Hey, let me get on. Let me get on. I could talk to you all day about some stuff I'm excited about. But I read a story this morning. Sean Cohn wrote in the story grid. He was telling about a lady that was on the 96th floor, September the 11th, 2001, that felt this heat wave kind of come through the glass. And when she did, he said immediately she knew something wasn't right. She headed for the exit. She grabbed one of her coworkers and said, "Come on, go with me." And she said, "I don't know what's going on. I don't know what the problem is, but there's a problem and we got to deal with it right now." She started down the 96 floors. And the coworker said, "Hold on, I got to go back to my office. I can't even imagine leaving the pictures of my children on my desk. I've got to go back and get them." The lady said, "Please don't, let's go. We've got to go. I don't know what's wrong, but something's the matter." And so they continued down the stairs, and the lady just said, "I can't do it. I just can't do it. I got to go back and get them." I don't know what the lady was thinking, whether her family would have been upset, whether she couldn't live with herself because she left those pictures. But the fatal mistake was going back, and the other plane hit the second tower. Everybody on that floor lost their lives. What are you delaying on right now that you know there's warning signs and you're not dealing with? I want to tell you about 5 books that have changed my life. One of them is Dweck wrote called Mindset. I reference it all the time. You guys are even sick of hearing about it. I'll quit talking about it if you'll read it. But you need to go get Mindset. We need to have a growth mindset, not a fixed mindset. We need to think about the way we're approaching life, and we need to have a growth mindset, not fixed. The second book I want you to read is called Essentialism, Mckeown. I know I talk about it all the time too. It helps us narrow our focus down. It helps us be an inch wide instead of a mile wide and an inch deep. We focus on the things that are important in our lives. We need to read that book next. The next book that you need to read is How to Win Friends and Influence People. Carnegie wrote that book, and it is incredible. It ought to be like a must read. If you're a human being, you ought to read that book because it teaches you to listen to other people. So now you've got your mindset is in the correct place. You're in a growth mindset. You're an inch wide and a mile deep reading Mckeown's book, Essentialism. Now you know how to talk to people, how to win friends and influence people. That book is awesome. The next book that you need to read is a new book that I've recently read called The 12-Week Year by Moran. And he helps us to understand how to intentionally focus. Having an annual goal is sometimes difficult. And so if we have 12-week years, we can have 4 of those annually and probably get a lot more accomplished. And the last one, you know what I'm going to say, the Bible. We need to read a book that helps us with our moral compass, how to be men of character and integrity. And if you'll implement those strategies, you won't procrastinate in making a lot of the decisions that you make. There's one book that helps us if you are struggling with that called The Big Leap. I'll think of it in a minute. The Big Leap wrote the book, and if you'll read that book, it helps you overcome those upper limit challenges. So, mindset, how to win friends and influence people, essentialism, the 12-week year, the Bible, and the Big Leap if you're struggling with those upper limit challenges. Listen, if you're going to live a life really of success and significance, we got to quit worrying about what our peers and colleagues and other family members that are naysayers are saying. It's holding you back from accomplishing great things. Now, I don't know if it's a blessing or a curse, but long ago I gave up thinking and worrying about what other people thought, because it can keep you from achieving that success that you want. So I want to encourage you to live life to its fullest. I want to encourage you to do the things that I've just laid out, these 5 resources that will change your life. It will help you reach those milestones that you're wanting in your life. Quit worrying about what other people think. I suspect that's what happened with the lady on the 96th floor. What would my family think if I left these pictures? Or what would the colleagues that I'm working with, they think we're overreacting? We got warning signs going off all around us, and we need to pay attention. Now, maybe it doesn't end up like you think and you were safe as a result of it, but we need to act on those things that's going on in our life, those warning signs that we need to pay attention to. So don't despair. Let's just do the right things. Let's just be proactive in our approach. Let's read Mindset, Essentialism. Gay Hendricks is who I was trying to think of in The Big Leap. Let's read The 12-Week Year by Moran, and let's read the Bible, because that helps keep us centered and focused on every area of our life. Now, guys, I haven't given you one book that you can't read in the length of time that it would take you to watch Monday Night Football. These 5 books, except for the Bible, you need to read it every day. These 5 books you can read in the next 60 days and then set out on a life of success and significance. Hey, listen, it's a beautiful day. If you hadn't got outside today, that harvest moon, the sun's coming up. It's going to be a killer day, and I can't wait to experience it. I hope you feel the same. Aaron Walker coming to you live from the Greenway. I got to get back at it. You guys have a great week. We'll see you tomorrow.